Hi Pisces, this is Just with your weekly reading for May 23rd to the 29th. I hope you guys are enjoying your May so far. Let's get into your reading. I see here, and you guys know that my readings are very specific at times. So this will apply to who it applies to. I see on the love front, let me start there first. On the love front, I see that there's been some arguments and some fights with your partner. This could be a fire sign. They do not have to be these energies, guys, but they were more passionate and fiery exchanges from you to them. So a lot of passionate, fiery exchanges going back and forth. And I feel like there's now this sense of just either the person is trying to get some information from you and trying to get some understanding, or you're trying to get understanding from them. I feel like you guys are at a stall, so there's a stalemate going on right now, and this could be for the next 2 weeks. You know that there's like this stalemate that persists on, or it has been going on for the past 2 weeks now. Or if it's been a week, it probably could go on for another week. Excuse me. Um, and I feel like neither one of you, but probably more you, um, don't want to face the reality of a situation. So because you're kind of getting nowhere every time you guys kind of come together, there's more arguing or there's more questions trying to get clarity about a situation. But I feel that by the 16th of June, there is going to be something that happens out of nowhere that literally gives you realization and reveal some things to you. Okay. Now, with this whole back and forth situation, or you not being able to talk to the person, you both at a impasse at right now. I feel like you can be feeling very restless, wanting and needing answers. For those of you who are the ones that's questioning your mate and trying to get down to the bottom of the situation, I feel you're growing pretty restless, but unfortunately, the other person isn't going to be very cooperative. Excuse me, guys. I'm not going to stress myself over that. And as a result, I feel like this thing is going to come about out of nowhere, like some type of circumstance, situation, or you're going to get this sudden realization about the situation. And I feel that you're going to gain a sense of balance, emotional balance, okay, and emotional security regarding the situation, because a decision is going to be made. Now, I don't know what decision it's going to be and what's going to happen with all of it, but I feel like it's definitely going to be positive. I have the Lover's card here. It is upright, so that denotes to positive outcomes and unions. So I feel like it will be a positive decision that happens. These are major arcanas here, so it's not necessary that it's going to happen within this week, but these are energies that will be playing out as it develops in your life. Now, I feel like eventually there will be a union, a coming together, a being on the same page between you and your mate. So if any of you are experiencing some issues, some petty fights and arguments with your significant other, just know that I feel that this is definitely something that you guys can get past. You may need some time apart, and then you'll be able to come back after something will happen that will bring you two back together and give you a new sense of direction, and you'll get back on the same page. Now, as it relates to work, I feel that some of you could have been trying to get into a company, or you've been applying for jobs that's been very competitive. I feel like some of you are waiting to hear back. This could take up to 2 weeks. So if you've been waiting a week, it could take another week. It could take up to 2 weeks before you hear anything back from them, because I feel like they really just kind of there's just time that you just have to wait. And I feel like there's some processes and reviews that's going on. Some of you may be receiving some type of communication regarding further evaluation, further, information that they need from you. And even this can come out of the blue. It could be something that comes out of the blue. They need a further evaluation in order to make a decision. I feel that as time goes on, and definitely by the month of June, there will be a decision that is reached. I feel like after a sense of you feeling very restless and frustrated with this process, you'll gain a sense of balance emotionally, and you will be having a partnership with this company. Contracts will be signed. There will be a partnership. You will feel very happy, full, and abundant because of it. Excuse me, your supervisor could be of air sign, so Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And I feel like it's definitely going to be something that you guys really are happy about. So that's great to see. But I do feel like it's probably something like the decision and things are going to the decision is kind of going to take you by storm. So it could be something that literally happens out of the blue. For those of you that needs to make decisions, if you're the one that's kind of holding your mate back and saying, "Hey, I'm being the stubborn one here," know that it is up to you to move things along. It's not going to be moved along if you don't want it to be moved along. I don't necessarily feel like, it could be you that's not moving things along. And you could be dealing with an air sign who's really trying to get down to the bottom of things, but going about it in a very immature way. They're having to wait. You're putting them on hold, and therefore they're becoming very restless. But you'll come around, and you guys will reunite. So that's another way that this thing can play out as it relates to the work sphere. For those of you who are already employed, I feel like there's been some conflict in the workplace. Even some arguments that could have gone on between you and some coworkers. Some very immature stuff, I feel. Just some really immature bickering back and forth. And you could be having some conflicts with air signs right now. So Geminis, Libras, and Aquariuses being very immature, very catty, and kind of being not wanting to necessarily reveal things to you. Perhaps they could be rushing you guys to wanting to get things done, feeling like they don't have all the information, and they're rushing you to get them what they need. But I feel like there's going to be an end to this situation, to this conflict that will happen kind of out of the blue. So there will be some type of solution, some type of remedy, a decision that needs to be made, information that's given, and there will be a getting back on track on the work front. So this is something I feel that is very temporary, this energy, whatever this is. It is something that is definitely going to happen for you guys suddenly out of the blue. I feel that this sudden out of the blue situation, whatever it is, it needs to happen for this stuck and stale energy to proceed and move forward. So that is what I have for you guys for this week. Thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe, because I will be back next week for another one. Talk to you soon.